Good afternoon, and welcome to the Black Box Theater. Please take out your phone and turn it off. Today's performances will run without intermission and will last approximately 1 hour. Enjoy the show.
of 1996. Christmas is but 2 weeks past, and gloom has once again sunk its blunt talons into our wearied souls. It is now, in this melancholy, that we gather in this dilapidated Chuck E. Cheese's to celebrate our friend Jason's birthday.
Oh, the holidays, trees indoors, stockings hung over fires, the sweet, sweet taste of cookies and candies and jelly bellies.
Only days ago the fine aromas dripped from our mothers' kitchens, dishes brought forth from their holiday conviviality.
And see our fathers, who often stay too long to work, their keys jangling as they enter with a tray of Ferrero Rocher.
But that was the holidays, and the holidays are no more.
And our fathers come home just moments before bedtime, long enough to perfume us with whiskey, bar nuts, and despair.
Jason's birthday is a trying birthday, for we've all just received our presents not but a week ago, and now have to watch as our parents hand over more presents that should have been ours, placing them into the lap of that dough-faced fool.
It's a sham!
The tokens have all been slotted, the tickets redeemed.
The ski balls have been shot.
And the moles have all been whacked.
The cake, Costco bought and soggy, has been deflamed and consumed. It is now time to put on our cheery facade and watch Jason open his gifts.
Welcome, friends, and behold, as I take each of your perfectly wrapped, tinseled, tailored parcels and just tear 'em up.
A 96-color Crayola kit is essential to an emerging kindergartner, but lacking slush gray, sludge brown, and dirty white, we are incapable of completing our winter scenes coloring book. It's useless.
Useless!
Thanks, Cassandra. Now I can replace my nubs. I wonder what this could be. A Mr. Potato Head. Thanks, Helen.
Helen, were you given Mr. Potato Head for Christmas?
Typical.
Mom buys a wondrous gift for someone else's rugrat and shafts poor Helen with a so you think you can read deck of flashcards.
We are not interested in clearance bin stocking stuffers. We want gifts that will prepare us for our future.
How can a man protect his hearth and home without a Nerf Max Force bazooka?
Without an easy bake oven, how is a woman supposed to learn to make a peach cobbler with a light bulb?
What's this? There's no note. No card.
What is it?
Oh, Tiresias, if only you could see. It's the greatest toy ever to be had, a Tickle Me Elmo. No one, rich or poor, gifted or stunted, could get one this Christmas. His soft red fur invited you to rub his tummy, but if you even get close to tickling,
I know what a Tickle Me Elmo is.
Poor Tiresias, born without the gift of sight, lives above Spanakopia, the sketchy grade B Greek dinner theater on the south side of town.
I can hear you, and though my eyes might fail me, my sight does not. We need to proceed to the next gift. Only evil can come from this present.
He's right. Let this be. You'll see. We won't even care about Elmo in a few years' time. We'll be on to a boy, crammed under a staircase with a scar in the shape of a lightning bolt.
You crack me up, Cassandra. Every day coming up with this crazy stuff, talking about some deformed child. Why don't you go take a nap or something?
Oh joy, oh ecstasy, sweet Elmo like you. An incurable happiness has been lodged in my chest. 2 AA batteries of joy possesses my soul, and now my world is red and furry.
Jason, what a beautiful present. May we each have a turn tickling your Elmo?
Maybe later, but there's still more presents to open.
Come now, Jason. We're all your friends here gathered for your party. Show some amicable spirit.
Let us have a tickle.
No, let this be. I beg. Damn. No, let this be. I beg of you. Do not partake in the tickling. We must move past this. Jason, you must have another present you are dying to open.
No! Jason is the only child with a famed Tickle Me Elmo. He must give us a chance to gently nuzzle the tips of our fingers into Elmo's plush belly.
Well, to be honest, between the Costco cake and all that gack, I don't want any of your grubby little fingers marring my sweet Elmo's coat.
Your greed astounds us.
Greed! I don't see greediness. In fact, this is the most generous I've ever felt. You can all have whatever presents you want. Here, Helen, have a wackadoodle. On me, sorry. Hector, you can have this one. You can even open it. There. Now everyone goes home happy from my birthday.
There are no words to describe how disappointed we are. That charming red monster you hold in your arms has given us hope that there may be more to this life than chicken pox and early onset type 2 diabetes. He has given us joy, education, music, laughter, and here he is now made flesh and cloth for all of us to worship. We, more than any other generation, are the followers of Elmo.
We are the Almighty.
And you have denied us.
This is my birthday. This is my party. It's my special day. Mine. It's my day, and clearly, if I got Elmo, it means I'm more special than any of you chumps. Look at you. You're disgusting. Dressed in your Oshkosh bagosh best, kissing butt, so that you can be the one sitting next to the birthday boy. Pathetic. Now I have Elmo. He's all I need. Laugh, Elmo! Laugh!
Get the toy!
We tried to warn them.
We always do, but they never listen.
was a Chelsea morning, and the first thing that I heard was a song outside my window. And the traffic wrote the words. It came ringing up like Christmas bells and wrapping up like pipes and drums. Oh, won't you stay? We'll put on the day and we'll wear it till the night comes. Woke up, it was a Chelsea morning, and the first thing that I saw was a sun through yellow curtains and a rainbow on the wall. The red, green, and gold to welcome you, crimson crystal beams to Bethlehem. Oh, won't you stay? We put on the day. There's a sunshine every second. Curtain opens on a portrait of today, and the streets are filled with passers-by. Pigeons fly and papers lie, waiting to blow away. Woke up, it was a Chelsea morning, and the first thing that I knew, there were lamb and toast and honey, and a bowl of oranges too, and the sun poured in like butterscotch and stuck to all my senses. Oh, won't you stay? We put on the day and we'll talk in present tenses. Closes and the rainbow runs away. I will bring you incense hours by night, a candlelight by July. For you will stay. Pretty baby, won't you? Wake up, it's a Chelsea morning. Take paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? It pays paradise, put up a parking lot. Took all the trees, put them in a tree museum. And they charge the people $1.50 just to see 'em. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? You pay paradise, put up a parking lot.
Now, how do they expect to be taken seriously? Looking like that? Like they just crawled out from out of a gutter. Not one of them has worked a day in their lives, I'm sure. All song and dance, pretty slogans, no substance.
Oh, absolutely. Send your kids to college and this is how they repay you? Standing in the streets?
Something is wrong out there in San Francisco, I'll tell you that much. No respect for our country, for the flag, for the president, for everything that their liberty stands on. Look at that sign. Lyndon B. Johnson is a war criminal.
Horrible, I say.
The only reason they have the freedom to complain as much as they do is because of the brave soldiers who they turn against now. They should be hanged for treason.
Now, darling, they're just children. They don't really have an idea what the world's about.
I heard they're opening a multi-screen movie theater.
Did you hear what that Nixon fellow said to the Times last week? He wants 500,000 of our boys down in South Vietnam, and to really start bombing the commies in Hanoi, right where it would hurt. We can't let the United States of America look like a nation of cowards. What, do you think there will be peace if we let all of Asia fall to Mao and the Soviets?
Yes, coward. Now, Laura, what were you saying about that?
And besides, from what I've heard, things are near their end in Vietnam. The VCs are taking greater losses by the day, and we'll run them out before the year is through. We've got the weapons, we got the money, and we've got the boys who love their country out there fighting for us. All those kids scared about the draft. The war will be won by the time they can blink.
That'll be the pound cake. Laura, remember to pack, honey. We're leaving for the shore in just a few days. You'll need some nice outfits for dinner with your brother's colleagues. A bathing suit, maybe a tennis outfit. Bring that pink blouse I bought you, the one with the silver buttons. You look so darling in it, and I haven't seen you wear it at all. Anyways, stop that. Anyways, it'll be lovely seeing Walter again. He has some great news, just fantastic, but I'll let him tell you in person.
Maybe he can pick up a few dinners during the week. Start pulling his weight. Ha!
May I please go to Caroline's house? We have a big biology test to study for. Thank you.
Hey, there you are. Man, it's a nice night. Cooled down a lot from earlier. What, you want to try for once?
My parents would smell it on me.
What the heck?
Hey, you'll reek of it anyways. So why not? You can just blame it on me, standing near you. Your mother already thinks I'm the devil, so...
Well, you're not wrong about that. Oh, I saw Randy on the news tonight.
No way. Randy?
Yeah, he was at one of the Vietnam marches. He was right front and center, shouting at the camera.
He'll be thrilled. People are finally paying attention.
The attention isn't exactly positive. I mean, my parents, they weren't happy. Oh, don't worry, they didn't notice him, thank goodness.
Mr. and Mrs. Davis, sitting in their comfortable home, hoping that our boys will win, fight, and decimate peasant villages with their bombs, and they can't say a thing about it because they're godless communists. Something like that.
Just leave it. Besides, I didn't know Randy was a part of all the Vietnam marches.
I don't know how you could not be outraged by what's going on. I don't understand how some people aren't. I was on the phone with Randy last night. He said they keep holding debates on campus, people from all across the city coming in to hear from these professors and reporters.
And they're all against the war?
Some more than others. It's just a chance to get the truth out. And the hearings on the progress in Vietnam, and the senators, they are sick of it. Telling Johnson to make peace and get out of there.
Well, if there are people in Washington, they're not exactly succeeding. I mean, another bombing campaign was just authorized last week, right? And we're so close to the end of the war anyways.
So close to the end of the war? Well, that's not true at all. Randy's told me that the U.S. Army is foundering, being attacked from all sides, sabotage, roads and food supplies cut off. That's why they keep upping the draft. It's because we're losing.
That's all just rumor, though. And besides, my daddy's been to Vietnam, so he knows way more about the war and communists than any of us kids do. And you have to admit that, Damien. Besides, whether we're winning or losing, no one really knows except for Johnson. Hey, there was a sign calling him a war criminal.
Well, isn't he one? The evil they're committing out there, napalm and seeds are on fire. The scenes they won't show us here on TV. But Randy's seen it all.
You think even the news is different out there? What's next? A sky full of diamonds, milk and honey flowing through the streets.
Are you mocking me?
Yeah, kinda. No, I mean, it's just funny. The way you talk about Randy like he's in El Dorado, Atlantis, the fairy realm.
Oh, but it is all those things, Laura. Atlantis, El Dorado, Queen Mob's palace. Glowing with light and color. Nothing like this place. Randy and his friends, they're moving to a new neighborhood. In the center of all these things going on. Hyde Asher, Adams, or something. People dancing and singing on every street corner. Free meals and everyone sharing all that they have. Talking about civil rights and sexual revolution, organizing the protests your parents see on TV. It's like a new religion. And there were flowers in their hair.
You really think a place like that exists? No place is that perfect. You're describing a utopia.
Hey, I'm just telling you what Randy told me. You don't think he's a liar, do you?
Oh, sure, your brother would never exaggerate.
So cynical, Laura. But come on, he's in the thick of it. He must have something that we don't.
I gotta go pack for this stupid beach trip. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Being with your brother, tell the golden boy said hi for me, alright?
Hey Laura, how's the packing going?
Oh, fine. I'll be done before dinner. Mom said you'd be working home late tonight.
Yeah, the technicians didn't have much to say, so
Well, that's good.
sure is. Listen, Laura, you can't think your old man is that oblivious. A lot of people come and go through this little neighborhood. Some of them fade, but there's a few I'll always remember. And one of those is Randy Patterson.
Damien's brother? I haven't seen him in years.
Yes, that hippie crusader who got his spotlight on the evening news. I know you saw him. He was practically posing for his close-up, climbing on top of lampposts, looking so upset I half expected tears to start streaming down his face. He always loved to make a spectacle of himself. I bet he's glad. Picketing that old man's ice cream shop. And old Erickson was from Georgia. It's just how he was raised. Not fair to blame him.
Yeah, I remember that.
I told that Patterson not to send his kid to Berkeley. It's like putting a kid in a candy shop. And look what happened. He's become one of those self-righteous, anti-American
But his
freaks.
heart is in the right place, at least. I mean, with the ice cream shop, the separate counters, that was hurting people. Randy did what he did because he thought that it wasn't right. Isn't that worth something?
That sure is sweet, but look, Laura, to live a good life. Your grandparents had absolutely nothing, you know? Just a plot of land and some underfed livestock. They could have let me run wild like those Pattersons, but instead they taught me to put my heart into everything I did. Listen to those wiser than me, and of respect and gratitude above all. Those lessons, their words, that's what got me through the war. It made me the first man of my family to go through college on the GI dollar, living a life in which I did nothing that you could point to and say, now here's where that boy went
Because you
wrong.
were just doing what you were told, right? Sounds a lot like my brother.
And look where your brother is now, off on the East Coast with enough money for his own place. You heard your mother, he's moving up in the
All
company.
he's done is put his head down and work for years and years. Hardly enough time to speak more than a few words to me when I was a kid.
Yes, he put his head down and worked, and look what happened. He got back just what he gave. Laura, soon Randy will realize that there is no glory in what he is doing. No glory in biting the hand that feeds and that taught him everything he knows. In the end, he will realize that he is not what a man should be. I'm only telling you this because I care about you. And if you care about your friend Damien, you better warn him too. I'd hate to see another Patterson kid go to the dogs.
Hey, Dad. How do you know that the war's really close to being over?
Well, it's what everyone's saying. Haven't you been reading the news with us?
Yes, I have, but Isn't there anyone who disagrees?
Nobody that matters, that's for sure. Are you going to listen to the decent folk? Or are you going to listen to some drugged out lowlife spouting fairy tales and prophecy? Well, who are you going to listen to?
Laura, how's the packing going?
Our daughter seems to think that we don't know what we're talking about when we talk about the war. I think someone's been putting crazy ideas in her head.
I'll bet she's been hanging around that Damien again. All the men on the Winter Formal Committee still can't stop talking about how he acted that night. Dancing in the strangest way, head flung back like he was in a trance, spinning like some witch woman. Someone ought to put him right. Wish the Pattersons would up and move off this street. It's not good to have such a bad influence so close.
Did I tell you I saw that brother of his?
Sorry, I got caught helping my dad. Hey. Hey, are you okay?
Are you lying to me?
What? Oh, Laura.
Or is Randy lying to you? Okay, never mind that. Let's say my dad, he's been lying to me. My mom too. Or the television is lying to them. Maybe Lyndon B. Johnson is lying to the press. Or the Secretary of Defense is lying to him. The professors up at Berkeley, they could be lying. All the while thinking they're telling the truth. Because we're all so firm in our convictions, right? No one will ever admit they're wrong. So, yes is no, and no is yes. Every fact is completely true and false at the exact same time. It just depends on who you're talking to.
Laura, calm down. What happened?
All I see is this suburb where nothing happens except for barbecues and school dances and biology tests. Where are the bombs? The napalm you talk about? The mythical fights in Congress? The street with people singing and dancing folk songs? I see absolutely none of it. So how do I know these things even exist? All I know are a few images fire in a blurry jungle. Images you tell me are different from the ones they show in San Francisco. The rest is just words. Contradicting or venomous words. Words I only hear because of the telephone wires crawling across this country. The satellites all buzzing with information and electrical impulses. There's nothing human about it. I need you to tell me who to trust, Damien. How do I know it's true?
How about you go see for yourself?
What?
Go find out who's got it right. Get out of it and actually see what's going on in America. Come to San Francisco with me.
You mean all the way across the country, right now?
Yes, it's the perfect idea. Man, we should really do it. Why not? We just hop on a Greyhound a couple of days and we're there. We can stay with Randy in the center of it all. And once we're there, there will be no one, not even me, that can keep you from the truth.
Packing? It's going to be such a lovely time, all of us together.
Yes. but I'm not taking the pink blouse.
Well, why not?
Because I don't like the way it looks on me. Isn't that enough?
Laura, is this about early? Because I feel bad, honey, I do. I know it would hurt me to hear someone say bad things about a friend, but we're just...
Watching out for me? Because you don't need to. I think Damien's a good person. Randy too. And if you would just stop sticking your noses in their business like everyone else.
I said, I'm sorry, Laura. I believe you. So please, believe me when I say that I'll try to do better. Anyways, good night, darling. Sleep well.
I'm sorry too.
You showed.
With enough money for our bus tickets and a soda pop each, so we're really doing this.
Laura, do you feel it? We're about to join something, a new age, an upheaval. Universal love will win over fear, and nothing will be the same.
Universal love? They've got you hook, line, and sinker. Let's just see if truth can win over fear. Start with that.
To each their own. But for now, off to San Francisco.
What's your emergency?
It's our daughter, Laura Davis. She's 17 and she's gone.
working! Start working! Start working!
My, I'm getting old. My joints are locking up. Aren't they?
Aren't we all getting old?
I guess we are. I guess we all are.
Start working!
Come on, get to work, you idiots! Forgetting to turn on your timers! Hey, you, look at this. Look at this lovely apple. Doesn't it look delicious? No, you can't have it! Ha! You're one of them, anyways.
That was quite red, wasn't it?
Yes, it was quite colorful. I wonder what it tastes like. I've never had one before.
Come on. It's just an apple. You know we can't eat what they eat.
But why?
We simply can't. Back to work.
Start working!
The bell's gone. It's gone.
What's happening?
It doesn't work. The bell.
The bell doesn't work? Oh well, It'll get fixed tomorrow.
Hopefully, it'll take a little longer. Perhaps day after tomorrow.
Anyway, it's nice having all this peace and quiet, no matter how long it may last.
By failing, it gives us peace of mind. How interesting of an idea is that?
Quite interesting, I must say.
The manager!
He came back.
Hey, you. Might you know what this is?
I don't know.
What did I expect from you? You new workers aren't all you're proclaimed to be. Higher up call it self-taught learning, but I don't think you know anything. Now, do you know where I got this chocolate from?
A kiosk?
What? Are you trying to play dumb with me? I got it from a store.
But isn't a kiosk a store?
Of course not. A kiosk is a kiosk and a store is a store. Now get back to work. Stay back, worker! Your kind aren't allowed these privileges. It's in your rule book.
The rule book? The rule book? The rule book.
That's right, the rule book. You know the laws.
The law. Our laws.
I understand the laws. Have we ever gone a day without them?
Never. Never before. Besides, what would we be without them?
We would be nothing.
What are you two doing? Get back to work! You aren't meant to think. You only follow their orders.
There?
The people up there, always looking down on us. But I don't see anything. No one does. There's just the light, those damn fluorescents. I'm drowning in light. White is my life, a shoreless ocean. An unbeached whale. Unwanted yolk. Mother's egg tossed aside all Hallows Eve. You know, the higher ups don't let us see them in their glass offices. They get the nice chairs, dinners, the benefits, while we get their stools. All I get to see is their trash day after day, month after month, year after year. The same room to destroy their trash, and for what? Carrot and not the stick? The little prize at the end? All this time for what? What is the point of being a king when you yourself are a pauper, another unseen face in the company meant to do what they tell me to? Chasing the elusive goal that I'll pursue. Going around and around on a track, searching for a finish line that doesn't exist. The dog chases his tail over and over again, over and over again.
He always does.
What did you say to me, mutt? Whatever. What does it matter? A few minutes here, a few minutes there. But you're not one of us, are you? You're just another one of them, made to work day and night and day without thinking at all. You're just another body, aren't you? Another one of the many. Now get back to work. More papers arriving and they expect them to be shredded by tomorrow.
How much time do we have?
Look at your watch. I'm not your personal timekeeper!
They didn't give us watches.
Seems fitting for much like you.
I wonder, what time is it?
How would I know? Is it still 8?
8 o'clock? As in 8 a.m.?
But are we really working in the morning?
What if we're working at night?
Is it full?
Could it really be 8?
The clock points at 8. So it must be 8. That is what they taught us.
Is that all there is to know?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but...
Again and again.
Again and again.
Again, the clock reads 8.
Again, that hour hand always points down.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. My God!
What? What is it?
What day is it?
Day?
How long have we been here?
How would I know?
It could be a weekend.
What does it matter?
Everything is just the same.
Again and again.
Again and again.
Over and over and over again.
Monday is the same as Saturday.
Tuesday is the same as Sunday.
Why is everything the same?
Again and again.
Can't there be a little color to this life?
Isn't one color enough?
What of everything else? What is there apart from this monotone gray?
We have our orders.
We have our... What need is there for orders?
Our orders complete us. They wake us up each morning, they give us purpose and our life meaning. Can't you see that we need them?
Have you ever read any of these sheets? Day after day, night after night, we have destroyed paper. Aren't you curious about what's on them?
Why should I read it? It's not part of our orders. What is it?
Newspaper.
Newspaper? That's odd. I've never shredded any before. It must be from the new pile.
Don't shred it just yet. I want to see if there's any more.
Come on. The manager will get angry at us if we don't finish our task by the end of the day.
I think the job can wait.
No, it can't.
It's just a few papers.
No, the job can't wait. We have to continue.
Interesting. It was made on November 2nd.
See? Look at his news when it's old.
Is it?
It's fake and must be destroyed.
Why is it that you want to destroy this so badly?
That is our orders.
Orders. Orders? You want to follow orders?
I have to.
I can't believe. Are orders all you think about?
They complete us, just as we complete them.
Why? After all this punishment and labor, humiliation and nonsense, all you care about are orders!
Orders are all I have! They're all we have.
Have you ever thought about the outside?
Outside? Like, outside of this room?
Yes. That's outside, I guess.
I don't know. I can't remember. My memory's not what it used to be.
Don't you want to keep this? It's from outside, from above the lights.
There's nothing but the lights.
No, if you look past the lights, there must be something.
But can you see past the lights?
No. I can't.
And that's it. There's nothing but this room.
No. There must be something. I don't care what it is. There must be something out there.
Wait! The door is locked. The manager must have locked it before. Wait. It was open. It was open this entire time.
Start working!
Hey. Are you awake? I saw you walk out yesterday. How's outside?
What are you talking about? Outside?
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
But I saw you walk out yesterday. The door was open and the door was unlocked and you pushed it open. I saw you walk out. You walked out.
Really? Why would I ever open the door? That's not our orders.
Look, you must remember this. It's the newspapers you read before.
Reading is not part of our orders. We must follow orders.
What happened to you?
Why would I ever keep anything from you? I'm just following orders.
What did they do to you?
They made me realize what I am.
And what are you?
I am their machine. Just as you are. We will always be their machine.
I'd like to thank Ravi up there somewhere. I can't see him. He wrote our third play tonight, and is also our stage manager. He organized all of our sound and light cues, so, you know.
I would like to thank Akemi. She ran our sound for all 3 shows, and she also helped us like paint and stuff. Thanks, Akemi.
I'd like to thank Esther Faith, who's also up there, and I also can't see her. but she does all the lights, she hits all the buttons, and I don't know what she does because it's really hard. So thank you, Esther Faye.
I'd like to thank Mr. Dirksey and the ASIJ TV crew for recording this play. Thank you.
I would like to thank Sylvan and Bear. They're not here today, but Bear assistant directed the second play, and Sylvan wrote the second play. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, and so last but definitely not least, I'd like to thank Mr. Gilmartin. He directed 2 of the plays. He directed the first one and the last one, and the last couple of weeks he's been working so hard on everything. Like, he's worked so hard on the lights, on like all the props, and he directed us. That's the hardest part, because believe me, we're impossible to deal with. And yeah, he stayed up until like 2 a.m. for almost every night, like the last week, doing so much work and just given me an experience I've never forgotten. I'll never forget. So thank you.
My sister, love her so much, she got it wrong. Last and definitely least, according to her, is Mr. Duncan. So, sorry, we hate you now. Mr. Duncan, what can we say? He is a nerd. He has to put up with everyone, and so little background are the second play, Grapevines. Everyone in the play, so me, Emma, Hollis, and Taj, we are the worst people to work with. And we have taken every shred of his dignity over the course of the one act. He has nothing left except for tears. So he doesn't put up with all that, but he's also done a lot of work on props and different things. The set design was all his idea for Grapevines, and he did a lot of things like the sink we had on stage. He has put up with so much and has made this such a unique experience for us. So, thank you, Mr. Duncan.
I'm not quite sure how to follow that. Let me take a moment and acknowledge the administration who supported us from the very beginning. The number of students who auditioned this year was down a bit, but there was never one moment of hesitation and support from the activities office who helps to make this happen. In fact, I went so far this year as to go in and ask for more. And again, without hesitation, I got even more support. So I want to acknowledge Timmy Jacobson and Brian Kelly from the activities office, the administration from the high school office who has their back continually, my friends at FOFA Fine of the Arts who fed these guys tonight and has fed them quite a bit through our support network through the year, so I want to acknowledge them. There have been a number of times where I've reached out to these kids to do more than just run their lines. They've come in and they've painted, they've built props, they've hung lights, they've built a seating section that you're all sitting in. I hope it stays up through the rest of the year. They've been fantastic. There's a large focus at ASIJ on academics, but the cornerstones of acting are the concept of empathy, listening and responding, coming up with an intention and pursuing that intention, and when you don't get through, then you adjust and you work together as an ensemble and you continue to pursue and you find out where the middle ground is. And I think that serves these kids in some pretty great ways. And I think there's room for growth in the arts at ASIJ. If you have that opportunity, continue to express that if you feel so like-minded. Every day that we've had Mr. Duncan and I with these young adults has been incredible. Max joined the team this year, and although he had a lot of theater experience at Duke University, I don't know if he knew quite what he was getting into. So extremely grateful not only for his work, his support, but his friendship. I've made a new friend, and I'm extremely grateful for that. So, thank you.